Satnam and welcome to my channel. I am Nam Shakti. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that is so sacred for me, that it's one of the topics that I love and that I have learned through the years and through my spiritual practice, how important it is to really fall in love with each person and knowing that all of us are one and that we are all connected. And this is a topic about sacred relationships and how can we truly see each relationship as sacred and not to look at the other as an enemy, but look at every single individual with love and truly forgiveness and being able to forgive, being able to let go, and being able to really be in a space where we are really perceive that the individual is God and that we are all that essence of truly what the divine is. So sacred relationships has to do with every single person relationship that we have, that they're trying to teach us something, that there's a lesson behind these relationships. And maybe we don't understand what the message or the lesson can be, but or why we have these relationships, but every individual is trying to teach us something. When we dive deep into knowing that these people are here just to teach us lessons and that we are able to learn from these lessons right away and that we're able to forgive and really let go and really surrender to that divine essence of who we truly are, we can really allow our light to really come forward. And the shadow self, each relationship, it is helping us see our shadow even more. And I think this has to do a lot with our spouse. Yogi Bhajan said that our spouse, our husband or wife is actually he said that marriage was the biggest yoga. And I have heard that a spouse is the one that we end up marrying is the person we have more karma with. And for this reason, I think that that person, it is bringing our shadow out. And I noticed through the experience of my marriage that I have seen my shadow more than ever through the course of me being with my husband, and we've been together for almost 9 years. And I seen how I evolved and how truly when I'm able to let go of whatever it is that is hindering me, I truly, when I step into that space of being loved and knowing that I am loved and that I am who I am and that is wonderful and that is beautiful, that I allow him to be himself. And I know that I have brought his shadow out a lot. So one of my shadow qualities that I like space, that I don't like to be felt like I am tied down. And that is one of my shadows because I didn't know this before until I was with my husband, that I like space, that I like to be outdoors, that I like to read, that I like to be alone. And this is great. And his shadow would probably be that he is a little needy sometimes. And I don't mean this in a bad way or for him put him down or whatever, because maybe you are needy too. And sometimes I am very needy as well. Sometimes I need a lot of his attention, a lot of my children's attention. And I look for it in certain ways that are not that healthy. And you can totally relate with me, I assume. So those shadow parts of us, our mates, our family members, any relationship that we have. And when I mean about shadow, I mean about angry, because I have gotten angry a lot of times and I've screamed and I have not been quite myself. And I see that as, wow, I didn't know I had all that anger inside of me. So that is the shadow. And the shadow is also jealousy. A lot of us get jealous and we project it, we let our mate know. So our mate, our spouse is there to allow us to see our shadows, and our friends are too. Our friends, I get annoyed with my friends sometimes, and I'm sure they get annoyed with me with how I'm very direct and I'm very forward. And I can see how they would get really annoyed with me. So this is the shadow. This is the shadow how I never knew that I could be, instead of being so direct, I could be a little bit more humbled. And when we are able to see these things in us, and when someone is annoying us in our relationship, when we're able to see, wow, I didn't know I had that inside of me. What can I do to really humble myself? That is when you really truly are becoming in a space of really truly being yourself. Because no matter what, we're always going to have this shadow. And the shadow is going to be there, but it's going to teach us things. And we just have to be conscious. And this is where practicing consciousness comes through. Because when we are aware of what's happening, when we are aware of what's going on in our surroundings, in our body, in all the spaces between us, when we're aware of those qualities, of those things, we can truly step in a place where we are in our heart and we can forgive. Because forgiveness is what truly is going to heal us, and it's going to break the cycle of keep repeating itself. We have to forgive. We have to truly be in a space of forgiveness. And these relationships, I have realized that a lot of us that are going through divorces, because I a lot of times wanted to get a divorce too, but when we don't allow the other person to truly be who they are and allow their shadow to teach them lessons and our shadow to teach us lessons, we really have to forgive. We have to forgive. We have to forgive ourselves for not allowing us to grow with that individual. And I know that for myself, that I am the type that when I was younger, not anymore. When I was younger, I didn't put up with friendships. That when someone would do me something wrong right away, I would cut them loose and I wouldn't talk to them any longer. And that was my shadow. I wouldn't allow it. And now I see that as, wow, those lessons, what are they trying to teach me? That I should really be humbled and I need to forgive. And that was one of the qualities that I needed so deeply within my soul, is that I needed to learn how to forgive, how to let go, how to not to take things personal, how to say that is whatever they're going through, that is themselves. So this is what I want you to take from this video, is that these relationships that we're going through, whatever the relationship could be with your worst enemy, with yourself, with the people around you, that there is just a shadow there. There is these lessons that are trying to teach you for the best, for the best. And these lessons are trying to just bring love out and bring who you truly are. And if it's not for these lessons that we need to learn, we cannot see who we are, that embodiment of the power that we hold within our soul, because we're so powerful individuals. But we're only powerful when we are in a space of love. When we're in a space of anger, of jealousy. We're not in a space where we can heal. It's harming our bodies, harming our health, it's harming every single part of us. And we get so stubborn and so stuck in those patterns that we do not allow the light and the love to come through. So it's about forgiving ourselves, and also forgiving our relationships. And knowing that each relationship is trying to teach us something. So it could be the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Maybe it could be rape, or it could be the worst thing that could happen to you. And you just have to come from a space of forgiving. And knowing that, look at the lesson that brought you. And unplug yourself. If you haven't watched my video about energy, unplug yourself from that circuit. Unplug yourself to love and forgiveness. And these relationships are just wonderful relationships because they're teaching us something so much greater that we are not able to understand sometimes. But if you are conscious of it and you can sit there and analyze the relationship, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to say to me? You can truly see the bigger picture. And you can truly forgive. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. And that person that truly, quote, quote, enemy, just picture them in front of you. And just look at the situation and why you feel so hurt. And just breathe. Just take a long, deep breath. And come from a space from your heart. Look at the lessons that you have learned from this situation. Be that you learned how to be humble. To be that you learned to really truly love yourself. You truly learned just to forgive. To forgive the unforgivable. To forgive. Know that you are loved and surrounded by light in this moment as you let go of all that anger, all that frustration, all that's been stuck in your body. You let it go because it no longer serves you. Give it to God and give it to the angels. They know what to do with it as you surround yourself with light and love. Tell that person, I forgive you. I forgive you. I let go of you for your highest good, knowing that God and love is with me and with you. I bless you as I bless myself. Come back in your eyes. I know that this can be hard, but this is where we need to forgive any situation, anything that has happened to you, just let it go. And remember that every relationship is trying to teach us something. And even if we quote it bad or good, that relationship is just teaching us something to go deeper into our soul, to go deeper into who we are. And those relationships that we have with our spouse, the relationship we have with our parents, allow them to be who they are. Don't take anything personally what they say. Don't take personally who they are. Allow them to express those qualities of who they are. It's none of your business how they're thinking or what they're doing with their lives. Allow them to be who you are, and you just hold space for them. Hold space for them compassionately. When you do this, when you hold space for them and you keep blessing them, say, I bless you, I bless you, I bless you. And every time they come in your mind, just say, I bless you, I bless you. Know that you're blessing yourself and you're healing your heart. And these relationships, again, with our spouses, our partners, because I know those are the persons that bring our shadow out the most. Our anger, our jealousy, our resentment, all those qualities that you have, those are the shadows, those qualities that you ignore. They're only teaching us something. I want you to go deeper into them when you're feeling them, when they're coming up. Feel them and ask, wow, I didn't know I had this within me. How can I heal this? How can I let go of this? And let it go. See how great it is to let go, to surrender, and to truly love from the heart. These relationships are friends. And any relationship that you have with any person, don't cut people loose anymore. I know for me, I used to cut people loose, but don't do it. Forgive and let them know that you forgave them. And if the relationship does not need for you guys to speak any longer, know that you keep blessing that person. You keep blessing them and hold them in a space of love. Satnam. If you haven't if you haven't checked out my website, it's samchakti.com, and join us in the organization of the Divine Woman. We are empowering women. Our goal is to be all over the world, teaching the teachings of Kundalini Yoga, of self-power, of owning our voice, of owning our power, and truly forgiving from our heart. Owning who we are as women and as men too, because we have our Wednesday class that is for men and women, for both. You know, having a healthy masculine and a very healthy, strong feminine. Own your power, woman, because it's time. Satnam.